it's worth somebody taking a look to see if enrollment in medical schools and law schools have increased thanks to Shondaland.
This is the America I know.
I'm Anna Deavere Smith, and I'm a storyteller. For the People is about young public defenders and assistant U.S. attorneys. It's in the United States District Court, the Southern District of New York, better known as the Mother Court. And it's focused on sometimes real trials that have happened in the past. It's great that Shondaland brings us women of color in professional capacities. And Tina Chrisman is a kind of a character I've played before. She's the clerk of court, getting people into shape.
This is a country birthed in freedom and built on slavery, separating families. They separated black families in America for 250 years.
She is ready to lose her job to help this little boy who's been separated from his father, who himself may end up in a detention center. She's ready to go to bat for that little boy. I met people like that all across this country. That's what gives me hope. We are at this crossroads in this country that's always been trying to manage its quote-unquote diversity. It's always been trying to manage the things about the past that are not good, that we are not proud of. And I do believe that as a nation, we're working towards that more perfect union. And with elections coming up, it's very, very important for people to pay close attention to who the candidates are. And, if you have to go door to door to take everybody to the polls, we really have to do that now. Television now plays an incredible part in how we understand the world around us. We're in a sort of a golden age of television. Maybe the best writing of any kind is in television right now. I'm just glad that Shonda has the opportunity that she has. Maybe if this was a different century or even a different time in the last 100 years, she would have probably been a writer in another form. And she's coming together in history at the exact right time that as a writer, her stories can be so well known, so widespread because of the technology of television. I know enough to know that we go in waves in this country when it comes to race. Trends come and go. But I think it is a different time where there are more writers of color, more producers of color. I would encourage anybody who's looking at the route to think about being behind the scenes. It's time for people who might have been a little bit nervous about having careers in the arts, I think, to come forward, because at least the doors open a little bit. So let's take advantage of it while it is. When I was teaching at Stanford, one of my students kind of just burst out in the middle of a class and went, "Oh, I get it, everybody." She talks in stories. At the bottom of what I am is a storyteller. Even as a teacher, I'm doing it and inviting my students to tell stories.